Hey guys, so I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I actually called about the whole wine specialty type thing that I had mentioned earlier, and turns out that I'm not actually gonna be picking that up until another week, so don't need to rush with that now. So I'll just mention that first of all. So for today's video, I actually just have kind of like a story time for getting our wedding rings and the disaster it has been so far. So I ordered my wedding band back in November, like early November-ish. I'm not gonna say where I ordered it from because I'm not necessarily trying to bash on the company or anything. It's just kind of an interesting story, to say the least, I guess. It was a specialty order type thing because they didn't have the ring in the store, or they didn't have it in the city of Winnipeg, so they were gonna have to specialty order it. So that typically takes about 3 months, and that's supposed to be the maximum it takes. On my file, it says that it was supposed to be here February. I went back in right around that time. I think I might even been like a couple days early because I still hadn't heard anything from the store, and they had mentioned that they would call me when the ring was actually in. So I went into the store and they said, yeah, it's not here yet, but like it should be here soon. We'll definitely call you when it comes in. I was like, okay, great, like thanks, right? So I leave the store and I realized it was kind of like it's been another week now and I still haven't heard anything. So I go back into the store, and this time I brought my fiance, Mark, with me. So we go back into the store and we show them all our like file and everything like that, and we're just like, okay, so we ordered my wedding ring a while ago and I still haven't heard anything. Like I just wanted to see if it's here yet, like totally trying to be like, I get it, like stuff like this happens type situation. This girl was like, oh, like yeah, it should technically be here by now, so I'll like make a couple phone calls or something, and I'll maybe give you a call sometime tomorrow and see what I find out. I was like, okay, great. So anyways, while we were in the store, we actually went and picked out my fiance's ring as well. So he picked out a ring. He just kind of wanted something very simple for his ring. So they told us that it was actually a cobalt band is the metal type of the ring. So anyway, so he got sized for the ring, and like that was the ring he wanted, and like we picked it out together, and he was very like happy with it. To just send out the ring, it normally takes about a week just to get it resized. We're like, sure, that sounds great, like it's only gonna take a week and they can just resize it. So we specifically picked this ring because we asked them about it, like if there's an emergency, like can you cut it off, like type situation, and they were like, yeah, no problem. So we went ahead and ordered his ring, and like I said, they were just gonna take that actual ring that we looked at in the store, and they were gonna send it out and get it resized. So that normally process is supposed to take a week, which is much less time than what my ring is. Like 3 weeks now since like we had ordered his ring, and he didn't get a phone call about it and I didn't get a phone call about it. So I had mentioned to him like maybe we should just go down there again and like check. We go back into the store and there was only one girl working there, or talking to her about Mark's ring, my fiance's ring, saying like, oh, it got sent out to be resized, just checking to see if it's here yet, like, or when you're kind of expecting it. So she looks it up in the file and everything like that, and she says, oh yeah, like I see that it should be here by now, like, and she asks us, oh, they didn't call you or anything like that? And we said no, like we didn't get any phone calls, we didn't get any voicemails, anything like that. So she looks in her file where rings will be if they come in or they're going out and such. So she looks in the file, and sure enough, his ring is in there. So they didn't call us to let us know that his ring was back. When she took the ring out, you could see kind of this like attachment of a picture and like little notes on it on this little piece of paper. So she takes out the ring, and Mark puts it on, and he's like, oh, well, this ring is still way too big. Like, and me and Mark, my fiance, kind of noticed this note attached to the file. There's a picture, and it says steel cannot be resized. So we were then kind of confused, and we were like, well, we thought it was cobalt. I'm not sure if they're the same thing or what. Maybe it's a type of steel, I don't know. She says, oh yeah, like it didn't get resized. She double checks like on her like ring measure thing. Of course, my fiance is kind of getting upset now, and he's like, that's kind of embarrassing, like on your company, that you don't know what can and can't be resized and all this stuff and blah blah blah. So like, it's just the guy that we send it to, like, obviously can't cut it and whatever. And I was like, so I totally get it, like she's a salesperson, and like she might not know, and maybe this is the first time she's dealt with this type of ring. So she's doing everything she can on her end. She's offering us like to refund you, like whatever works like for you. So my fiance was just like, oh, okay, well, like just refund us and we'll figure it out later. Like we'll figure out a new ring situation later. Like we had gone and picked out this ring together, and he really likes this ring, and so now they're telling us that like we can't get this ring resized. And I had told him like, you can specialty order like my ring. However, now we're a little bit hesitant with that situation because my ring still isn't here. So we got refunded for his ring, all good, like everything like that. So then we started dealing with my ring situation. So I said, okay, so like my ring was supposed to be here in February or like mid-February. It is now March. So she calls her manager. So anyways, they're talking on the phone for like a minute or so, and then she comes back and she tells us like, oh, my manager is gonna look into it, like he'll give you a call tomorrow. And at this point, like I said, Mark is kind of upset, like they can't figure out what the deal is with my ring. His ring now, like he can't get his ring. Like manager was gonna look into it, but now like at this point I've been in there 3 times, and I'm thinking like I'm gonna start taking my matters into my own hands. So I look online for like kind of like a corporate number, or if I can find out anymore, because if the manager just comes in tomorrow and does the exact same thing, like at least I've kind of gotten the process started. So that's what I ended up doing last night. It is now the next day. I am still waiting for a phone call, and yeah, that is my rant about my mine and my fiance Mark's ring disaster situation. Yeah, that was my little rant for today. So that's the story time. I know that it didn't really get resolved at this point, but like I said, I'll kind of keep you updated maybe and let you know what the resolution is to all this, or find out where my ring is, and maybe where Mark's getting his ring now. So like, yeah. Hey guys, so I just have a quick little update for you. So pretty much yesterday, my fiance got a phone call from the manager. First, I would like to note that they did not call me, they called my fiance, Mark. Mistake number 1. And okay, so they left a message for him. He was driving at the time, so he didn't pick up his phone. When he got home, he just like ran over to the store because the store is pretty close to him. And comes back and kind of tells me that he talked to the manager at the store there, and pretty much he said, so like, we messed up big with you guys, pretty much. So he came out and full on like admitted like they messed up the whole situation. My ring never got ordered. Yep, never got ordered. So I've been waiting for 4 months now, and I've gone in 3 different times, asked about my ring, and no one obviously looked into it for me, and my ring did not get ordered. So I can order it up like right now, and like I'll promise you it'll be here in 6 weeks. Like Mark's like, okay, great. She wanted that ring, like just order. So yeah, they are gonna give us a discount, I believe. However, I'm just kind of pissed off. They, 1, did not order my ring. 2, I went in there 3 times and asked them about it, and no one clearly looked into it because it wasn't even ordered. And I'm really upset too because, like, yeah, I do have a little bit of extra time because I personally ordered my ring so early. However, what if my wedding was this week? I would not have a wedding ring. Like, that's so ridiculous. So anyways, yeah, that's the whole update for you guys. So that's the end of the rant. Thanks for watching, guys.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being